Go time, go time, go time. Go time, go time, go time.
Lead it up and let them know we ain't come here to play with them. We can do turn. We got these streets hot like a furnace. So that shit that you talk don't concern me, you know.
This is yet another episode of Gold Mine Mondays. I'm your host, Billy Sloan. And as you know, Gold Mine Mondays is the show where we go and search out the hidden treasures in the world, man. And we are strictly for the underground and the up and coming. Those who may not be in the mainstream, we're trying to uncover those hidden treasures, And today we have none other than Renegade El Rey. I appreciate you for taking the time to do this.
No, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. And we live at the world famous Stankonia Studios. Renegade.
Place where all funky things come from.
Man. Should I say Renegade the King?
Hey, man, it's all the same.
Right on.
Those that know. If you know, you know.
Right.
But yeah, that's exactly what it means. Renegade the King.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely feel like I'm a king and I try to move in that light. You know, and funny fact, I was Renegade. It was just Renegade the King. I was just saying that until, you know, of course, 2000 hit, and then Tip was, I'm the king. So I was like, okay, let me figure this out. And at that time, I was definitely into Spanish heavily because I was in school. So I just flipped it to Renegade El Rey. It had a nice ring to it, so I kept it, trademarked it. Now we're here.
That's what's up, man. So we're gonna jump right into it, man. So you originally from Memphis?
All day, every day.
Right. So I was kind of peeping your vibe on the way up, and Memphis got a wave right now, man. And to me, you're correct me if I'm wrong, because you focus heavily on lyricism, and I can hear that.
Yeah.
You know, and in your music, and I feel like you like more off the branch of maybe a Ball and JG.
I mean, I definitely listen to Ball and G very hard. Like, I'm on a lot of different music and a lot of different vibes these days. But coming up, in terms of Memphis music, I might have been on Ball and G harder than anybody in terms of Memphis artists. Like Ball and G, believe it or not, I always thought in terms of 3-6, I always thought Boo was the hardest one. You know, of course you got Pat, you know, Pat do his thing, and then, you know, Paul do his thing too, give you a good vibe. But I just, in terms of like, just like who really busting, I always felt like it was Boo. But, you know, it's funny you say Ball and G, because like them guys, like I really, you know,
I can tell, man, being a lyricist myself, I can tell, like, you know, and shout out to Blue, she was the one who turned me on to you, and it's always a pleasure to find new artists, or not new, I don't know, because obviously you've been in the game, but like discover different artists. But it's real refreshing when you get put on to somebody and they actually like super dope, man. So
thank you.
Yeah, definitely want to salute you on that, man. So as far as the Memphis wave, you know, majority of it has, as of late, it's been more so trap driven. Now you got a lot of elements in your music, you know, and obviously, you know, working out of, you know, the world famous Stankonia, you got a lot of vibes in the pot. It's like a gumbo pot, man. So how would you describe your actual sound?
Well, in terms of the music that I make hustle music. You know, like you say, from Memphis, so it's Memphis in itself is a gumbo. I know New Orleans is famous for gumbo, but Memphis in itself is a real heavy melting pot for music. You know, a lot of people know us for blues, so that's your pain, that's your realism. Absolutely. You know, that's exactly what blues was. You know, so I got that in there, and then of course, because I am of the city, you know, I'm a hustler. You know, first and foremost, businessman.
I hear all the elements.
Right. So, I mean, all of that just comes straight out of the music. Like, I think that's the best way. If anybody want to know anything about me, if they really want to know anything about me, just listen to the music, you know, because, like, when you see me, depending on what wave we on when we meet, I might not say a word to you. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't because I'm shy, because I ain't shy in the least bit. It's just that I'm reserved, you get what I'm saying? And I sit to myself. So, you know, when conversations like these arise, then, you know, now we can talk about something. Exactly. But you know, other than that, if anybody want to know anything about me, you can just listen straight to the music. Beginning to the end, I put it all in there.
So My Way Out, explain that for us, man.
I mean, for the most part, it's exactly what it sounds like. My way out. Music was my way out. It was my way to do something that I wanted to do. It was my way out from doing something that I didn't want to do. You get what I'm saying? And it was my way out of falling you know, falling into a huge statistic that I was told that I would be. You know, so it was definitely my way out of the city. You know, because as you said, I work out of this spot. You get what I'm saying? I manage Stank On You. Shout out to Big Boy, you know, for giving me the platform to even cook up and, you know, trusting me to work with his music, because you know, I do his music. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to Ray Murray and Sleepy Brown and, you know, the whole DF of the people that come through and they trust me with their music and making it keep going. So like, I'm an audio engineer, so music was my way out of the city, because I ain't had nowhere else to go. It was either like do this, be bored, try to figure out the music, so I gotta get some money, so I gotta go over here and then I gotta hustle. You get what I'm saying? Or let's go to Full Sail, be an audio engineer, and that's what I did. So music was my way out of the city, literally my way out of the city.
There's no other double entendre meaning.
No,
it's that's
what I said. It's exactly what it is. Music was my way out of the city, because other than that, I don't know what I would have did.
So I was peeping a couple bars. I'm gonna ask you about a bar or two, because the first one that stood out to me is like, I think, I'm paraphrasing, so correct me if I'm wrong. You said change is easier when nobody's broke. Explain that for me.
Well, actually, that's not even on my way out. That's a single that I just dropped called Super Bowl. So, and that record is on the next project that's coming out. You know, I told you the name of it, but I ain't telling nobody else the name.
Gotcha. So top secret.
But that's on the wave that's about to come out. But funny you say that. I believe that change is strong. Chains are stronger. That's the actual bar. Chains are stronger.
Chains are strong.
Chains are stronger when nobody's broke. You get what I'm saying? See, now that you know what I'm saying, you hear me? Because you know, if you got a crew, you know, and whoever you consider to be in your crew, you know what I'm saying, there's always going to be the top dog, quote unquote. You get what I'm saying? Who's the quote unquote leader. You get what I'm saying? But everybody's only going to move like the widget that they should be. If they getting what they supposed to be getting out of it, if they getting fed. And I ain't mean like I gotta be paying your bills or whatever, but it's like, are you growing? Am I helping you grow? Because that's what leaders are supposed to do. Leaders are supposed to create other leaders. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, your squad is only gonna be strong if everybody getting some out of the pot, or getting what it is that they came for. Like, let's take BMF. Them boy was strong. You get what I'm saying? And I remember as a kid watching Meech on YouTube, and one of the things he said is, there'll never be a crew like them, because everybody eating. So ain't nobody worried about nothing. You get somebody, he in a Bentley, Buddy over here in a Lamb. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all these cars and y'all can jump into any one of them. You get what I'm saying? So that's exactly what that bar means.
I can dig it, man. So thank you for the correction on that. That makes it even doper, man.
Yeah.
Second bar, again, I may be paraphrasing. Well, I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory, but I liked it when it hit me, because you said when you found out the engineer is doper than the nigga you signed. Man, I was like, okay,
shots fired. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I mean,
that's super self-explanatory, because I'm an artist first. You get what I'm saying? I'm an MC first and foremost. I just happen to be a dope engineer. You know, and then the thing is, a lot of people try to box you in and keep you in whatever element it is that they found you in. You get what I'm saying? Like, upon meeting you, I just thought you did interviews, so I asked you, so tell me about your platform, what you're doing. Then you told me you're an artist. You get what I'm saying? So now I know you're an artist too. So I should approach you as such, right? But that ain't how everybody moves. Well, so they find out, okay, I find out you do interviews or whatever. So now that would be lame with me to every time I approach you, it's about that. And then you say something about your music, and I'd be like, well, nah, let's worry about these interviews. You get what I'm saying?
That's kind of what the industry is, man.
Fuck that. Excuse my language.
No.
I don't know how it goes, but that's how I feel. Man. That's just how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't box me in for one, because I am dope. You get what I'm saying? It's like, we not, like, I know everybody wants you to be humble, and I'm as humble as I can be, and I'm as humble as I should be, but, like, if I'm keeping it with 1,000 with anybody, it's like, bro, you could put anybody on the platform, anybody on the song with me, anybody on the stage with me, and I guarantee you I'll hold my own. You know what I'm saying? And I be having to remind people that.
Everybody should feel like that, man. So that brings me. This is a sidebar question, but I'm gonna throw it in. I'm gonna throw it in the pot. The recent, I guess, hoopla around Tory Lanez wanting all the smoke with all the rappers saying, "Hey, I'm the best out here."
Word.
In my opinion, everybody should be confident in what they do. So
Most
you
definitely.
should feel like you the shit, regardless of who on the track with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean I'm shitting on you. That
just mean I'm bigging me up.
Right. Right. So what's your thoughts on that?
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
You know, a lot of people was coming at Buddy, saying that he shouldn't do this, that, and the third. Now, maybe a couple things he could have did differently. I don't know. It's not for me to say. I don't.
The way he said it, I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't say.
Yeah, I just kind of heard.
Yeah. But like you said, like you know what I'm saying, he got the right to feel like he feel. You know, he's put out some dope music, and whether people agree with it or not, you know, he's done some numbers. Oh, yeah. So let's talk about that. You get what I'm saying? So he can feel however he want to feel, because you know he in his bag right now.
I don't care if you MC such and such that just record your first song. You don't feel confident in what you're doing.
Ain't nobody else gonna feel confident.
Nobody else gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that somebody else felt like I felt.
Oh yeah, most definitely, bro. I'd have been on tracks with legends that I look up to musically. You know what I'm saying? People I've literally grown up to. You know, and
likewise.
And when I got on the track with him, it wasn't like, oh. It's like MJ and Ivo, bro. I'm finna cross you, bro. Like understand, like you're the OG.
Yeah.
Wham.
Yeah.
Wham. One more time.
You gotta make your presence felt, man.
Yeah, you gotta let people know what's up. And furthermore, you should be proud that I'm out here at your throat.
Right.
Because that means that your influenced the monster.
Right. And it only makes sharp and steel
Still sharp and steel. Right.
So that's what it is, man. So I didn't mean to jump over the My Way Out project, but when I brought up the Super Bowl.
No, that's cool. That's
cool. Let's go back to My Way Out. So that's currently out on what platforms?
Everything. Digitally is out everywhere. Okay. Whatever it is you listen to music on or stream music on is more than likely on there. I think besides like the Spinrillas and stuff like that, like the mixtape sites, it's probably not on that, and it should be. But it's not. You know, it's on all the streaming platforms and things that you can buy the music off of, because you know, of course, we're promoting the sale of it with the streams too. Because if it wasn't for the streaming, I'd be still out here selling mixtapes, which probably would still be more lucrative than the streams. Let's keep it 1,000. But you know, since don't nobody listen to CDs no more, it ain't no need for me to do that. But yeah, so it's on all your iTunes, your Spotify's.
You got a couple of accompanying videos too, right?
Yeah. Well, just I got a video for Yeah, that's on there. I got a video for a record called You Hear Me that's on there, and then You Hear Me is actually a bonus record on the album, because it was a record that I released prior to. You know what I'm saying? But it was so dope to me, and a lot of people was like, "You gonna put this on there? You gonna put this on there?" So I was like, exactly." So I was like, "All right, I thought You Hear Me on there," which is why
I can
it's
really
last.
hear that Memphis.
You hear me? That's right.
That's what's up.
But that's why I put it on the end too, because there was a bonus record, and you know, it's like, oh, by the way, it was an by the way record.
By the way, I'm repping the M time.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, in all of the music, like you said, I don't know how many people can hear, but in all the music, I'm repping the city. Like, it's do. Like really.
But
like,
I'm saying like the dialect. So if you encounter somebody from Oakland, they got a certain slang. You encounter somebody from Florida,
Detroit, and all that,
so on and so forth. So I can hear that Memphis. And now You Hear Me record, man.
Right. Definitely. And that's how it came about. I was on the phone, had a phone conversation with my cousin Terry, and she was talking, and she said harder than me. Yeah. She get turned up, and she might say You Hear Me 7 times in the sentence. You know, so I got off the phone with her and did the record that day.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So who are some of the names you work with? I know I heard one record that you got with I think it's Rocco.
Oh yeah, that's hella old.
That's an older one. Okay.
Shout out to Rock though, because he didn't have to do the record.
That's solid.
You know, I'm actually gonna get him on another record, just because he's a solid person. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't care if he put out another album or not. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a record with him because he's solid. And when I hit him up, he always responds. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's definitely solid.
yeah, in terms of big dog, little dog, he's definitely big dog. You know what I'm saying? He still respond. You know, to this day. All I gotta do is
that's the thing, man. I don't think you have to lose your integrity. You know, just because you reach a certain plateau, man.
Right.
It's a lot of. I ain't even gonna jump into that, man. But shout out to Rocco for being a solid guy, man.
Yeah, he's 1,000.
What's Renegade El Rey's ultimate goal in this music game? What do you want to stamp the most, other than, you know, that accompanies your brand, man? I know obviously the music, but what else?
Like I said, hustle.
Grind
for what it is you
motivation.
want. Cause ain't no, yeah, exactly. You gotta be motivated. Period. In life. To get up, get out the bed, and you know what I'm saying, get yours.
Yeah, man.
But especially as an artist, and then especially as an indie artist, you gotta be motivated to the 1,000. So when you get up, you know what I'm saying, it gotta just come out of you. It gotta be spewing out of you, cause the whole time you trying to do what you doing, you got people that's fighting against you for all kinds of reasons, or for no reason at all.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I had this saying, man, it's always the people who don't do shit. They're always talking about what you shouldn't do or what you don't need to do. You know, but yeah, you're right. As an artist, man, you got to be in go mode every second of every day.
Yeah, Ray Murray had told me that one day. In the conversation, I'm glad we had that conversation, because I was like, I wonder, do niggas realize this? You get what I'm saying? It's like indie artists get beat the most.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feel like oppression to the million degree. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you're saying this, because you know these are things that I think I never just verbalized, but you saying it just is confirmation for me.
Yeah, man. It's horrible almost. You know, but the strong survive. Okay. So that's why I feel the way I feel, and that's why I make hustle music. You know what I'm saying? Recently, like, I've been getting other vibes as I grow and as I come into more, you know, have these little successes, and, you know, be able to do things and move around a little bit more, then, you know, then I feel a little bit more flyer. So, you know, you get records like, you know what I'm saying? Or I do a record and then I play it and it's a room full of people or people around, and then I see a record exec step outside or whatever, and it's like, I know he talking about this record, you get what I'm saying? And then later on I find out he asked the producer, yo, I need a record like that. And it's like, so I know that you niggas out here watching what I'm doing, just sit back and watch me like a movie,
I heard one, I can't, the name slips my mind, man, but it's like a female-driven record that's on YouTube that I was listening to.
Okay, that's After Hours.
After Hours.
It's the only one I did, so I know exactly.
I like that vibe too. So I like the fact that you know, very versatile. You know
yeah. My girl got on me one day. It was like, why you don't ever make no records for me? I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, so I came across the beat. My homie DJ Speedy did that beat.
Shout out Speedy.
So yeah, big shout out to Speedy. He hold me down all the time. So like, he shot me the beat, and I was like, cool, let's do it.
Right on, man.
Yeah, so that's how that came about. Everything has been real organic, you know. And my homie Capo was on that record. He from Alabama.
Okay.
He's super dope. He from Dothan, Alabama, actually. And like, he happened to come through after I did my verse, and he was like, let me get on it.
Yeah, that's a real smooth record, man. I like that. Yeah, definitely like that, man. So you want to play something off of one of the joints?
Yeah. Let's see what we got, man. My Way Out. Okay. I'm gonna go with the intro. I always go with the intro. It's called Amaze In. You know what I'm saying? So that's a double entendre.
Okay. So can you give us a quick rundown before you play it?
Yeah. I mean, the name itself, like I said, is Amaze In. So it's like 3 different words, but of course, you know, if we talking slang, and then it's amazing. You know, because that's how it feels like. This whole artistry thing is amazing. You get, and then just being a black man. You remember being a black man. Let's say that, and then being a black man in the South. Let's say that.
Absolutely.
These are all things that compound against each other. So it's like a maze. We trying to figure our way out in the maze, and how we gonna get ours, or what we feel like should be ours. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like I said, music was my way out. So I found my way out of the maze.
I can dig it, man.
Shout out to Dijon Styles, he made this.
Straight from the gate, I let these niggas know I never gave a fuck. Now this shit myself from the flow, so I can't take no fuck. Bring more to the table than you thought I see more than you thought I see. So I'm gonna read between the lines until I thought I read. Recognize circle smaller, less clean. This way to change the game, they say it's to control. Check your scroll, check your total. How much power are you holding? It's amazing,
I still love it to this day, man. That's how I know it's some good music, cause like it still touch me.
But I always knew that I could pull it up. It's amazing, it's amazing. That's amazing, nigga. See a nigga on top. I'm amazing, it's amazing. But I always knew that I could pull it up.
So I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background it's a maze. It's a maze. I'm amazing, amazed. Yeah, it's a maze. So I'm amazing. So yeah, right. Appreciate it. I recorded and mixed the whole thing.
Right on,
I wish I didn't have to do it, but I wear hats, so it's like, you feel me?
As an like you said, as an indie artist, we gotta wear a lot of hats, man.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Hey.
So yeah, shout
let
out
people
to
know
Design
where they can find you, where they can follow you, your social media, all that.
Well, the name Renegade El Rey. So on IG, Twitter, it's Renegade_EL_REY. Renegade _EL_REY. And on Facebook, you could probably type in Renegade El Rey. My personal page, Ray Oliver, might pop up, and then my artist page, Renegade El Rey, might pop up too.
Solid.
Yeah, so yeah, you can definitely
anything you want
find
to
me.
lead the people with. I know you're busy, man. We don't want to, you know.
Yeah, I wish I could sit here and chat with you more, man. It's been definitely a dope interview.
Yeah, man, likewise.
You know, I got my
I
homie
feel the
Mike
vibe.
Allen outside, so shout out to Mike for his patience. We got to go help him with his film that he's shooting right now. It's called Volatile. So this is gonna be a dope film that he's doing. He always does a lot of dope films, indie films, and he's indie. You know what I'm saying? So,
Solid, man.
So
we all
you
gotta
know,
stick together,
exactly. But as far as me, the only thing I want to leave people with is, man, go get yours. Go get yours. Is out here, you know.
I like
and the only way you're gonna go get it is just that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people that's like, man, I used to. You're gonna be right there. And 10, 20 years from now, you get what I'm saying? You got to take action and go get it. As far as anything you're looking for from me, you can pretty much Google it, because it's a new site that pops up, and then they just take from the other sites. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why I always tell people, just Google it. You know, sometimes people spell my name wrong, and, you know, different things. But if you Google it, Google will tell you when you spelled something wrong, or maybe this is what you meant. So I'm not being an asshole when I say Google me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Our stories are very similar, man. So I can do nothing but, you know, absorb the energy and just learn.
Right.
Definitely shout out. Appreciate the time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want to hear some of your music.
Oh
now.
yeah, absolutely,
You know
man. I'll play you a joint real quick before we stab out, man. Go My Mondays. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Slum World Order. So all one word, like New World Order, but it's Slum World Order. Check out urbanmedianetwork.com. You can check out the merch at slumchild.store. So we out here trying to work, man. Go My Mondays, and that's it. We done.
Lead it up and let them know we ain't come here to play with them. We came to turn it. We got these streets hot like a furnace. So that shit that you talk don't concern me, yo, no. We came to turn it. We got these streets hot like a furnace. So that shit that you talk don't concern me, yo, no. I ain't even playing with them, no. My niggas ain't playing with them, no. My city ain't playing with them, no.